Hi guys, and welcome back to another Code Rhetoric with Tam Talk. Tam Talk. Oh, I don't even know the name of my vlog on my channel. Code Rhetoric with Tam Talk. I'm still in my corporate era season, and yes, I am back into my baseball cap. It is the weekend, and I am going to run some more errands. But I want to do a chit chat, so I'm going to take you with me as I run my errands. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'm going to go to the bookstore because I am a book club host, and I need to get some content for a book club. And like I said, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll probably do some grocery shopping. But I wanted to have a little chit chat conversation with you all about, I guess you say, the benefits, dispelling some of the myths as it relates to being in the corporate arena, the corporate era, being a corporate baddie, all those things. And yeah, and just talk about seasons in your career and how you can elevate, pivot, and all those things as it relates to your career as a professional coder. So I am back, and like I said, I completed my errands. But I want to come on again and just kind of talk about or dispel some of the myths as relates to corporate life. And trust me, everyone's experience is different. And for example, when I first started in corporate America, I thought that was the only way to success. And then I kind of pivoted into entrepreneurship, and then I pivoted into some other things. And it was a season of growth. You learn things throughout your different seasons. But I also went back to corporate. I went back in a different, I would say, different career path or a different mindset. And I am so appreciative of that. That's not to say I ended my business. I still have that. I'm still doing content. As you see, I'm on YouTube. So you can still do those things. It's just when you go through your different seasons, you learn different things that can be applicable to your life. Anyway, I'm back. I turn the air on. It's hot. So I say all that embrace every season that you're in when it comes to your career, whether that be, like I said, whether you're in coding, whether that is you're a remote coder or you're going back into the office, or you're currently in the office and you're looking to step out into the remote arena. I have no mixed words or bad or negative things to say about either one. Right now, I'm in my corporate era, and I love it because I'm able to utilize all of the resources, the skills, and education and training that I have compiled, throughout my years in the medical coding or health industry. So, for example, like, I have a background in compliance. I studied law. I'm also a coder, so I'm able to utilize all of those skills and trades and training into my business as well as into my corporate position. Because, for a prime example is we were in a meeting, and the topic came up about training and things of that nature. And one of my colleagues just happened to know that I am an instructor, coding instructor. And so she shared without that I was an instructor, but in my mind, I'm like, no, that's a business conversation. This is not a job role description type of conversation. But nonetheless, I have that skill, I have that credential, so that if they are ever in need of a coding instructor or they need a person of source or resources, I'm that person because I have my coding credentials and I'm a coding instructor. So I can pivot into training, I can pivot into instructing, and then if they need someone with, I would say, project management or business skills, I also have that because I have experience in that. I am a entrepreneur. I'm also credentialed as a project manager. But we're not going to talk about that. But anyway, so I say all that to say that you can pivot into different seasons. There is not one season that you must stay in for the duration of your life on earth. You don't have to stay in one position. You don't have to stay in the position of a coder. You don't have to stay in the position of being a remote coder. You don't have to stay in the position of being an office coder. You don't even have to stay just being a coder. You can pivot into different career paths. Like I said, I started out in healthcare. I'm still in healthcare. I dabbled into law. I dabbled into business, and I'm able to bring all those things into my new corporate role. So sometimes you may have to step out of your current role, get the skills and the training and experience that you need, and then come back into or re-enter into whether it be corporate America or whatever it is, healthcare, as somebody different or a bigger and better version of yourself, right? And that's okay. And because I've heard and I hear thoughts of, especially when it comes to women, like there are women who are in corporate America or corporate environment, and then they have to step out, whether they decide they want to start a family or whatever the case may be, and they find it challenging to maybe re-enter or just trying to figure out what it is that they want to do. And I say that embrace every season, whether that is you want to become a full-time mom, you want to raise your children to their school age, you want to start a business, a side hustle, whatever the case that may be for you. You can do that. And again, for those of you who do have a coding credential, maximize on your coding credential. I shared a series about the different ways that you can maximize your coding credential. And those rules still apply. You can still do that. Again, you can again start on your entrepreneurial journey. You can go back into corporate America, corporate world. You can go into the remote setting. There's so many ways that you can do that. As a matter of fact, when I was in the remote setting, I dabbled into the travel because I did travel a lot as a remote coder, and I started collaborating with travel brands. That's how I started getting some like affiliates and partnerships and things of that nature with travel brands, because I was a traveling coder. So you have to get creative with your credential. You'd be surprised how your current role or your position or your experience or credentials can flow into other areas or other industries. Like I said, branding with the travel brands. So I've been partnering, and there's something in the works, but I'm not going to speak on it because it's still in the works, with another travel brand, and it has to do, and they know that I'm a remote coder or I have coding background, and they think that that would be a good fit for their brand. So we're in conversations about that. And so, I mean, there's different things. And then like risk adjustment, I launched a risk adjustment activewear line, because my motto is I don't want to be the chart that I code, right? So that means I need to get active like physical activity, exercise, watching what I eat and things of that nature. And so I launched a line. It was originated or inspired by coding, risk adjustment coding, but anyone can wear it, right? Again, you can pivot everywhere. You can author, podcaster, YouTuber, all of those things. You don't have to. So what if you, or say you're like me, or you're a coder like me, and you want to do other things? It's okay to do that. You can do that. Yeah, so you just have to embrace it. You just have to step out on faith. You just have to do it. And so what? You're new. You're not going to look like me. I still consider myself new, especially when it comes to YouTube. I'll say this: in the very beginning, I hated getting on camera. But I kept practicing. And here I am. I done made over 200 some odd videos on YouTube, right? Which is wow. Now I'm becoming comfortable with it. I thought I had to be all made up. I thought I had to speak a certain way. I had to do all those things. Yes, you want to be able to articulate or get your message across, but you don't have to be a certain way. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. I'm here with a baseball cap. My hair is cornrowed back. Have on my t-shirt. Sometimes I may come on and I may be all dolled up. You may see me cooking. You may see me eating. You may be seeing doing hauls and things of that nature. But again, you just have to step out on faith. Keep practicing. If there's something about it that you don't like, improve on that. Work on it. But nonetheless, the moral of this video is to embrace your seasons. You may not like how your corporate life is right now. If you need to take a break or step away from it, that's okay. Do what you need to do. Maybe you want to go back. Like I said, I left, I came back, and I love it because everything that I desired in a role, I'm receiving, such as, there's so many things I do love about it. So, but everything that I was looking for in a role, of course, the pay, the time off, and all that good stuff, but everything that me personally, was looking for in a career path, I'm getting that in corporate America. And let me say this: corporate America doesn't specifically mean just going back into the office, right? You can be corporate and remote. You can be corporate and remote, okay? So I think, again, we allow society to define what certain things are. You can be corporate, remote. You can be corporate in the building. You can be a remote coder. You can be a in-person coder. You can be a contract coder. You can be a full-time coder, as long as you're a coder. So that's my spill on it. And like I said, just embrace your seasons, embrace your pivots. Go out and get the necessary tools, the skills, the training that you need to proceed into the career path or the career life that you desire, or maybe a personal life that you desire. So yeah, so that's all that I have. I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to go, this is my day off, so I'm going to go ahead and relax. I ran my errands, get into this good book, and drink my coffee. All right, guys, until next time, code on.